BOMB. The Capitals franchise is bursting with news that's going to change the landscape for the upcoming season. A key playmaker just made some powerful statements about their health that have fans ecstatic. Can they return to the level they showed before their devastating injury? I believe so, and here's why you should be excited. Meanwhile, one of the most respected veterans on the team has revealed what's really going on inside the facilities under the new regime. Their words confirm what we all suspected. The toxic era is definitely over. Is this the beginning of a dynasty in Washington? I tell you this, the foundation is more solid than ever. And to top it off, sources close to the team indicate that management has concrete plans to surround our young backfield star with more explosive talent through the draft. The question is no longer if they will add more weapons, but who will be the lucky one too? Join this offense that promises to dominate the NFL. Subscribe now so you don't miss any details about these three bombshells shaking the entire Washington community. The receiver who gave us one of the most electrifying moments in decades with his Hail Mary catch against the Bears is back with a mindset that should terrify opposing secondaries. Noah Brown has confirmed that he is fully recovered from the kidney surgery that prematurely ended his 2024 season. Remember that magical moment? Brown soaring through the air, catching that desperate pass that gave us the victory when all seemed lost. That's the kind of player we need, and he himself has declared that he is completely ready to return. Let me explain why this is crucial. Brown didn't have a full training camp last year, joined the team late, and still managed to establish a special chemistry with Jaden Daniels. Now imagine what he can do with a full preseason. Do you think that connection was a fluke? I think. We only saw a glimpse of what these two can achieve together. I'm training and taking the preseason as if I have finished the season healthy. I'm completely ready to perform. I feel like I'm built for this kind of stuff, and I'll come back better. It will only be beneficial. More work with the teammates. Brown recently declared, the arrival of Deebo Samuel certainly changes the dynamics of the receiving corps. But I ask you, isn't it better to have too many weapons than too few? Brown brings something unique with his ability to stretch the field and force defensive pass interferences. He's exactly the type of vertical threat we need to complement Samuel. The injury he suffered against the Titans was devastating. We're not talking about a sprain or a twist, but a serious internal issue that required kidney surgery. The kind of injury that not only questions a career, but also the quality of life of an athlete. The management responded quickly, offering him a one-year contract that shows the confidence they have in his recovery. The question we all ask ourselves is, can Brown stay healthy all season? With a full preseason, better knowledge of the system, and established chemistry with Daniels, we are looking at a receiver who could explode in 2025. His projected numbers for a full season suggested a potential of over 800 yards and 6 to 7 touchdowns, but I believe that with Samuel drawing the attention of defenses, Brown could easily surpass 1,000 yards this year. The change in Washington isn't just cosmetic, it's structural. And who better to confirm it than someone who has survived the darkest times of the franchise? Tressway, our stellar punter, has just revealed details that confirm what we've all perceived. The toxic cloud that enveloped this organization has completely disappeared. Since Josh Harris's group took control, everything changed radically. They hired the right people, and the results speak for themselves. From having the second draft pick to being in the NFC Championship in just 1 year. Would anyone have bet on that? I think not even the most optimistic Dotway highlighted something fundamental in his statements to ESPN. The facilities are being built to generate camaraderie, build a bond, create trust within the organization. This detail may seem minor, but I tell you it's precisely what we were missing. An environment where players want to be, where they feel valued. Dan Quinn's humble but competitive approach has freed the players. I don't care if it's 4 quarters, 5 quarters, or if it goes into the parking lot. We'll keep fighting all the time. That's the mentality that now defines this franchise. Way also revealed something shocking. When he entered the building to sign his new contract, the entire staff greeted him with applause. Peters and Quinn were there, showing that every team member matters. "I never knew things could be done this way," confessed the veteran. Remember the multiple stories about the deplorable conditions of the facilities under the previous regime? Cold showers, leaks in the roof during storms, inadequate spaces for rehabilitation. All that is part of the past. The new administration understands that the little things matter, that the physical environment reflects the organization's values, and directly affects performance on the field. Now I ask you, do you understand the magnitude of this cultural change? For years we were the laughing stock of the league, a place where players didn't want to come. Today we are an attractive destination with a clear identity. Coincidence? I don't think so. It's the result of conscious decisions by the new administration, which understood that to change the results on the field, they first had to radically transform the organizational culture. Adam Peters is not satisfied with the current offensive arsenal, and that should excite every Commanders fan. Despite acquiring Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil through trades, the management plans to add more explosive talent through the draft. To further boost Jaden Daniels, Ben Standig of The Athletic has revealed that Washington is focused on selecting an offensive playmaker in the early rounds of the draft. Why? Because despite having the 5th highest scoring offense in the league last year, the team recognizes it lacks speed and long-term options. The offense is obviously Washington's strongest unit, especially after the trades for left tackle Laramie Tunsil and receiver Deebo Samuel. However, investing more in the group led by Daniels is appropriate. Wrote Stan IG. This strategy reflects a modern philosophy of team building in the NFL. When you have a young and talented quarterback on their rookie contract, that's the time to aggressively invest in surrounding them with talent. It's the window where you can maximize your cap space efficiency before having to grant that massive extension that will inevitably limit your financial flexibility. The Seahawks did it with Russell Wilson, the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, the Eagles with Jalen Hurts. They all maximized their offensive talent during the early years of their franchise quarterbacks, and they all reached the Super Bowl as a result. Peter seems to be following that same proven model of success. The acquisition of Tunsil was crucial to protect Daniels, especially considering his ability to extend plays and create outside structure. Samuel brings a dynamic element that few teams in the league possess, a hybrid receiver running back who can threaten defenses in multiple ways. Now I ask you, what position do you think they should strengthen? An explosive running back to complement Brian Robinson, a receiver with pure speed, or maybe an athletic tight end who can create mismatches in defenses. Robinson has proven to be a physical and reliable runner, capable of consistently moving the chains and dominating in short yardage situations. However, he lacks that breakaway speed that characterizes the most explosive backs in the league. A complement like Jahmyr Gibbs or Devon Achane could add a completely new dimension to our ground attack. Personally, I think we need more speed on the field. Samuel brings versatility. Brown has deep root ability, but we're missing that receiver. Who can burn defenses with pure speed? Someone who forces teams to keep their safeties deep, opening up space for our ground game. The draft is scheduled for April 24th to 26th from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and I'll be watching every move Peters makes. This man has shown an exceptional eye for talent, and this pick could be the final piece to make our offense unstoppable. What makes this draft particularly challenging for Washington is that they only have 5 picks after the trade's made. This means Peters will have to be extremely strategic in how he uses those limited resources. Will he trade to get more picks? Will he bet everything on a single high-impact prospect? These are the decisions that define the future of a franchise. Do you think Noah Brown can stay healthy and form a lethal connection with Daniels this season? What do you think about the cultural transformation described by Tressway? What position should the Commanders prioritize in the draft? I want to read your opinions in the comments. This is a historic moment for our franchise, and we're building a community of true fans who analyze, debate, and celebrate every move together. If you're not part of this family yet, this is the perfect time to join. Press that subscribe button right now. Activate the bell so you don't miss any updates, and share this video with every Commanders fan you know. Every day we grow stronger as a community. And remember, hail to the Redskins.